Hi loves, welcome back. Today's video is going to be on my favorite liquid lipsticks, brands, colors, and formulas. I'm super excited because they're all nudes and pinks. I know. I need to get out of my comfort zone, which I do, but for the most part, on an everyday basis when I do my makeup and in my videos, I like to go with nudes and pinks because I just like to stay in my neutral little bubble. But if you are a neutral girl like myself, hopefully you enjoy this video. I will be doing a top 5 or top whatever video on like my favorite go-to spring and summer brighter lip colors. That's on my list to do, so expect to see that within the next couple of weeks or so. But today it's all about the nudes. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it is helpful if you are maybe looking for your perfect liquid lipstick shade. I will be doing swatches on the back of my hand as well as on my lips. And yeah, if you want to know what my favorite ones are, then just keep watching. So I'm not going to go in any particular order, like ranking them or anything. I have 4 different brands. I wish I had 5, I know, but I only have 4, like my favorite absolute ones. So I'm going to just start with these. These are the Milani Amor matte lip creams. I am so impressed with these. I love them a lot more than what I thought I was going to love them. So the first one is the one that I'm wearing today. It's called Adorable number 10. First of all, I love Milani packaging. I think it's very sleek, very high-end and classy. It's definitely one of the best ones at the drugstore. So this is what this one looks like. You can see it looks like they're lip glosses. I don't know if you guys have tried their lip glosses, but they have the same exact packaging, except these just say Amor matte lip cream on the back. So this is what Adorable looks like. You can see it's just the perfect nude. You can see this color has the perfect amount of pink and brown undertones. It's not too nude, but it's not too dark, and I absolutely love it. Again, I'm wearing this one today. When you first apply these, they're super creamy on the lips, very pigmented, and then within seconds they begin to dry. Like this is already drying on the back of my hand. It's amazing. I just love when they dry within seconds because then I can really see how it looks on my lips and if I have to touch up. And the good thing about these is that you can layer them and they're not drying on your lips once you layer them. Like they don't crack or anything like that. The thing I recommend with all liquid lipsticks is for you to exfoliate your lips really good with like honey and sugar. Just mix it around, apply it to your lips, and then just take like a toothbrush and just scrub it away because they can be very drying and they can flake off if you don't do that. And then after that, just apply a really good moisturizing lip balm. I recommend the Methyl Lip Shine from Bath & Body Works because it's the best one that I've tried. I've mentioned it like a million times on my channel, but that's what I recommend because they can be drying if you don't do that. But regardless, I think these are very long wearing and they're amazing. And the other color that I have from Milani that I really like is called Precious. Again, same packaging. This one is more of like a pink shade, like a rose pink color, but it's absolutely stunning because if you don't like super bright colors but you still want a little bit of a color on your lips without it being too overwhelming, I think this is the perfect shade and it's going to look really pretty on a lot of different skin tones. Okay, then moving right along to the NYX Lingerie liquid lipsticks. I know a lot of people have mixed reviews about these. Personally, I really like them for the price. I think you can't beat them. I own 2 shades. I plan on getting more, but they're always sold out online. And I love the fact that all the NYX liquid lipsticks, they're all nudes. They don't have any bright colors or anything. So I think that's amazing because if you are any skin tone, no matter what skin tone you are, you're gonna have your perfect nude shade with the NYX Lingerie liquid lipsticks. And I really love that. So personally for me, I think my perfect nude is Lace Detail. This is what the packaging looks like. It's very cute. I actually think that reminds me of the Kylie Jenner liquid lipsticks, which I personally don't own. I wish I did. They're always sold out for me. I never have any luck with them. So this one is Lace Detail. This one has a little bit of like a peach undertone to it. I feel like I'm going to be saying the same thing for all these colors, but this one is definitely different. You guys know these are not the same. So this one is a pinky nude with a little bit of peach to it. So it's really pretty. The only thing I do with liquid lipsticks is just usually add a lip liner because I think lip lining your lips really helps with the longevity of the liquid lipstick and it just helps for it to apply a lot better and less sloppy on the lips. And I almost forgot to mention really quick, the Milani Amor matte lip creams smell just like cupcakes. It's I love like those sweet like vanilla smells. The NYX ones don't smell like anything, which I don't mind either. I mean, I'd rather it smell like nothing than like booty, you know what I mean? So then I have another one which I really love this shade. It's absolutely stunning. This is more of that deeper nude shade. This one is in Ruffle Trim. It's a beautiful like light rose shade, if that makes sense. and that is what it looks like. Again, it has the perfect amount of rose and nude, so if you don't want a complete muted out nude, but you want a little bit of color to your lips, I think this is a great shade. I love colors like this on days when I'm not wearing a lot of makeup. So like a little bit of mascara, some bronzer, you know, brows done, and then a lip color like this, I think it's absolutely stunning. I don't find the NYX lingerie ones to be as long lasting as the Milani ones, but again, for the price, you can't beat it. If you have to touch up a little bit throughout the day with a liquid lipstick that's under $10, to me, it's not a big deal. Okay, moving right along, I wanted to mention Colorpop. I talked about these in my top 20 under $20, but I really, really love them. I just ordered more liquid lipsticks, but I still wanted to mention these three because I'm obsessed with them. When I first got the Colorpop ones, I was like, okay, these are really drying, you know, but the more I wore them, the more I exfoliated my lips and moisturized and stuff, I was like, okay, I actually really like them. I think Colorpop is definitely worth the hype. Like, I know everyone talks about Colorpop and it's like blowing up all over social media, but it's totally worth it. So let me tell you guys my three favorite colors. So the first one that I have is Beeper. This is such a classic popular shade. I think it's perfect for so many skin tones because it's literally the perfect brown pink nude shade. But this is definitely like an off brown rose color because it's not straight up brown. Personally, I don't like brown lips, but I love this one because you have a little bit of brown in it without it being too like a chocolate color on your lips. The next color I have is Clueless. It's a beautiful pink. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of pinks. Sometimes I feel like they make my teeth look yellow, you know what I mean? But this is the perfect pink because it's like has a little bit of purple undertones to it, so it's absolutely stunning. I did do a tutorial with this like a few months back and I love it. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I think this is a really pretty like Barbie doll pink without being too bright. And it doesn't make my teeth yellow, which is a plus. And I think it's because it has a little bit of purple mauve-y undertones to it. And the last one for Colorpop that I have is called, I think it's how you say it, Midi or Mighty? No, I think it's Midi. I just discovered this one like maybe a few weeks ago, close to a month ago, and I already love it. It's a great, great nude. And at first I thought it was gonna be too nude, but it's absolutely stunning. It's just a really pretty color because it's not too nude. I don't like when lips look like concealer on my lips because then I feel like it's just not very flattering for me, and it kind of just makes your lips look like dead, but this one is beautiful. With the Colorpop liquid lipsticks, I can probably get a good 2 hours without having to do any touch-ups on my lips with them, and then when I eat and stuff, they do kind of separate a little bit, but it's nothing crazy. It's not a big deal. Again, these are only $6 a piece, so it's a great price. Last but not least, you knew what was coming, Oprah liquid lipstick. So I wanted to talk about my favorite ones because I wear these a lot and these are definitely my number one out of the bunch that I do have because they're amazing. They last the longest in my opinion, they smell really good too, and they feel the most comfortable on the lips. So this is what the Oprah packaging looks like. You can see it's just really standard, and this color right here is called Pasadena. I believe that's how you say it. Correct me if I'm wrong. That is what Pasadena looks like. This is just a beautiful color. I love wearing this. This is kind of like Your Lips but better type of color. It's really, really pretty. I have tutorials with a lot of these liquid lipsticks because again, they are my go-to, so I go to them a lot, especially for my videos. These are the most pricey out of the ones that I do mention. These are $20 a piece, but I do have a coupon code and I believe it's 30% off. So you can get these for I believe like 12 bucks. Let me do the math real quick. Okay, so 14 bucks. Not bad though, because I'm telling you this is gonna be the best formula you guys try. I don't know what's in these liquid lipsticks. It's like magic. I don't know what it is, but they are so comfortable on the lips. Like sometimes I don't even feel them on my lips. Like no joke, they're amazing. All right, the next one I have is Bel Air. I love this shade as well because it is like a peachy nude color. Really, really pretty. Sometimes I like to mix this one with other colors because I always like to mix liquid lipsticks, and these also do dry really nice. When you first apply them, they're almost like a mousse and then they dry matte. And I love them because even once they dry, and if you layer like more colors over top, or if you layer the same color over top, it doesn't get dry, it doesn't crack off the lips or flake or anything like that. So layering these is not a problem. Okay, last but not least, I have one of my favorite colors, and not for the color itself. Well, the color is beautiful, but I personally would not wear it on my own because it's super nude. But this is Oprah's Dubai liquid lipstick, and the reason I love this color is because it's a perfect color to mix with other color. So if you ever apply a lipstick or even a liquid lipstick and you feel like it's just too dark, too pink, or you want something a little bit more nude and toned down, it's happened to me so many times, I like to take this shade and kind of mix it. So it is like a straight up nude, like a tan nude color, which is why it's so perfect with so many different liquid lipsticks, because you can mix it and you can create the most beautiful color. I have mixed the Oprah liquid lipsticks with so many other lip products and it works beautifully. So again, this is great if you have regular lipstick, liquid lipsticks, and I think a lot of people are going to love this shade, whether you're super light or even if you're darker, because you can mix it again and it's perfect. I think a color like this is staple because sometimes you don't maybe have your perfect nude shade, but with this you can create your own by just mixing. Okay, so those were my favorite liquid lipsticks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do have like a whole list of like liquid lipsticks that I want to try. Dose of Colors, I know Jeffree Star, but all the colors that I always want are always sold out online, so I've been like waiting. So yeah, let me know of your favorites down below so I can go check them out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!